Hi, good morning everybody, and welcome to today's hashtag Webinar Wednesday. Today we will be continuing our ongoing Wetu 101 Bootcamp series where we teach you how to get the most out of your Wetu experience. This morning we will be covering the simple truth about hybrid content, and this course examines how to customize your supplier descriptions, your images, room types, and activities to combine with some of your own content. You'll understand how simple it is to produce hybrid content, why to use it, and how it displays on your outputs. The format of today's webinar will be a 20-minute presentation consisting of an overview and demonstration of this functionality, followed by a 10-minute Q&A session. My name is Julia and I will be your speaker for today. I am an onboarding and training specialist here at Wetu, which basically means that I get to train new clients that come on board with us as well as existing clients. Please note that depending on the Wetu package which you've signed up for, some elements of the functionality covered may apply to you while some may not. And lastly, if you have any questions or need assistance unrelated to the topic of today's webinar, please feel free to contact us using the following contact details and our lovely support team will get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so due to the numbers in attendance, I do have everybody on mute, but if you do have any questions along the way, please feel free to jot them down in the questions box. And then at the end of the webinar, once we get to the Q&A session, I will then go through those questions. If I don't happen to go through all of your questions, then what I will do is send you an email with the answers to the questions which I may have missed. The webinar is being recorded today, so if you need to step away or leave, not to worry, we will send you the recording afterwards. Okay, fantastic. So let's get on with it. Right. Okay, so as you can see, I am now logged into my Wetu dashboard. And today, as mentioned, we're going to be covering the hybrid content. So I have pre-built an itinerary. If we just go into the itinerary builder and existing personal itineraries. So here I have pre-built an itinerary for Cape Town and Garden Route Safari, 9 days. And if we just preview that itinerary, we can see that this is the existing content which is pulled through from Wetu. So here are the supplier images for Hermanus Beachfront Lodge, the various accommodations that are included in this itinerary. And if we enter the itinerary over here, as you can see under the Destinations tab, we've got existing information about Cape Town as a destination, Hermanus as a destination, and Shamwari Private Game Reserve as a destination, along with photos. So these are pulled through from Wetu. This is the information that is currently uploaded on Wetu for these various destinations. We will also have a look and see, as you can see, the accommodation that's been loaded for Cape Town for this itinerary, the Radisson Blue Hotel Waterfront. This is information that is pulled through from Wetu, so it's either been uploaded on Wetu directly by Wetu or by the establishment themselves if they are managing their listing on Wetu. So you can see this information is pulled through automatically from Wetu. You can also see the images that are uploaded on Wetu for the accommodation, information about the various room types and images, information about the facilities, services, etc. on site, and any additional activities or other things that are loaded for the individual properties. Okay, so as you can see, all of this information pulls through to your itinerary, which is built using these particular suppliers and destinations on Wetu. So today I'm going to show you how to load information or hybrid content onto Wetu, which means that you can mix the information that's already loaded on Wetu with additional information that you've loaded for the property yourself or for the various destinations. So this is how we do so. So if we just close the itinerary builder. So to access this functionality, we do so using the admin tab of your Wetu dashboard. Okay, so if we click on admin, just wait for that to open. Okay, so now we're in the admin section of the Wetu dashboard for your company name, as you can see. If we want to update supplier information, and hybrid content for suppliers, we go into the suppliers tab at the top here. So here we see a list of all of your suppliers. So these are the suppliers that have been used in your individual itineraries. So once you use a supplier in an itinerary, they then populate this list of suppliers. If you have not yet used a supplier in an itinerary and you still want to update the hybrid content and update the information for the supplier, you can search for them in the list of suppliers on Wetu and quick add them to the list. So they will then be added to your list even if you have not already used them in an itinerary. Okay, so what we can do in the suppliers is we're just going to scroll down to the Radisson Blu Hotel. So that's one of the hotels that's used in our itinerary. Okay, so here we've got the Radisson Blu Hotel waterfront. We've got the date that the content was last updated, either by Wetu or by the supplier themselves, and their content score. Now, if we want to update information on Wetu for this supplier and we want to customize the description, if we click on customize description, here we've got, if we click on the drop down here, the general description of the Radisson Blu Hotel waterfront. So this is the, as it says here, original supplier description that's already been loaded onto Wetu for this supplier. So let's say that we, as a tour operator who's using the supplier, we're not happy with the original supplier description. We want to replace it with something else. What we can then do, and I've just got a general description loaded on my side, which I'm just going to copy and paste, is we can then enter additional information or even completely replace the information that's currently entered into the description box over here with our own information. So I've completely updated, I've completely removed it. Now if I right click and paste, here is now the new information that I now want to include with my supplier description there. So as it says, the description will update when you save. So this is the new description that I've now updated. Okay, and when I save, as you can see there, it says, it shows with the green tick that the description is now updated. If we go back into customize description, here is the description that I've updated, my custom description as it says there. You can see that you've also got formatting options, so you can bold, italic, underline, and set bullet points as well. You can even change the name of the establishment. So if, for example, you don't want your guests to be able to see the name of the establishment for whatever reason, maybe you don't want them booking directly with the establishment, you can also change the name of the establishment or how it will display on the front end. Just be aware, of course, that this does not mean that the name will change in your itinerary builder. When you select the accommodation in the itinerary builder, the name will still come up as the original name of the establishment. Also, please be aware that whatever information that you update in hybrid content, if you update the property description, room type descriptions, etc., that information will only be updated on your own Wetu. So it will not be updated on Wetu in general or accessible by anybody else. Okay, so there's our property description updated. Now, if we click on the drop down here, we can also translate this information into the various languages that you've selected for your itineraries to be translated into. If we click on the drop down at the top here, we've got the room types that have been set up by the establishment on Wetu. So let's say, for example, with the premium rooms, we want to change this description of the premium rooms. Okay, so I've got a description here that I've set up previously for the premium rooms. Okay, and now I'm going to get rid of this information and paste my new information. So this is the new description of the premium rooms or room types that I have set up by myself. Okay. And as I said previously, you can also translate it into the various languages there. Okay, and then we've also got an activity that the property has set up on their side. So as you can see with the activity is for Tobago's Restaurant, Bar and Terrace. So the property has set this up on their Wetu, and they've entered information about the activity, in which case, which is the restaurant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the description with my own description. like so. Okay, so I've now updated all the information I need to update. I can click on save. Now, let's say that if we go back into customize description for the Radisson Blu, we can see that not all of the room types are loaded on Wetu for the Radisson Blu. So we can see that the junior suite, which is one of the room types at the Radisson Blu, has not been loaded onto Wetu. You can actually add that room type if you wish to use it in your itineraries. You can add it as a custom room type onto Wetu. Okay, so what you need to do is you just click on add custom room. Okay, so there you've got the name, which is custom room currently. So we're going to name that as junior suite. Okay, and then all you need to do is take the description that you may have set up for the junior suite. And we're going to copy and paste it in there. There we go. Okay, so now if we want to save that, we can click on save. And now if we click on customize description, if we click in the drop down, we've now got the junior suite as a custom room. Now, the Radisson Blu also has a spa on their side, which, as you can see, is not set up in their list of activities that they've loaded on Wetu. So if we want to enter the spa as a custom activity, we can do the same. We click on add custom activity. We put in the name. So the name is going to be the Amani Spa, which is the name of the spa there. Okay, and now I'm going to take the description of the spa from my side and copy and paste it into the description block like so. Okay, there we go. Okay, so once we're done, we can click on save. And now if we go back under customize description, we can see we've updated the general property description. We've updated the description of the existing premium room type. We've also updated the description of the restaurant activity which they had entered, and we've added a new custom room, which is the junior suite, and custom activity, the Amani Spa. Okay, so I'm going to show you shortly how this information will update on the front end. Okay, so once we've saved, so as you can see, once you've made changes to your description on Wetu, you've got the little green tick there. So that indicates that you have updated the information that was currently on Wetu, and you've now updated it with hybrid content. So hybrid meaning a mixture of content between your content and the content uploaded by Wetu or by the supplier. So the other portion of hybrid content, which is not available to all Wetu clients, it depends on what package you signed up with on Wetu. The other content is the custom images, which you can then upload onto Wetu as well. So if you click on custom images, like so, it opens a new page. Okay, so now what you can do here, as it says at the top there, you can either add your own images to a collection of images, you can add supplier images to your collection, or if you do nothing, it continues to display the supplier images only. So these are the supplier images which have been uploaded onto Wetu by the supplier in the order in which the supplier wishes them to be displayed on Wetu. Now, what you can actually do is you can choose to upload your own images onto Wetu for this particular supplier. Maybe if you're not quite happy with any of the supplier images, all you do to upload it from your own computer is you click on add images. You then go onto your computer. So I go onto my desktop in my pictures folder, in my supplier images folder. Here are the images of the supplier that I want to upload. So I'm going to decide to upload all of these images. I select all of them, click on open, and here they're getting uploaded. So you can see that from all these images that I've uploaded, you see that there's a little hint there. It says the first image should be of the exterior of the property, so we can move that one into first place there. And if any of your images are low resolution, then it will also show up with a little exclamation mark. So obviously it's important to try and load as high resolution images as possible, so that they display best on the front end. Okay. Great, and then what you can also do is you can move your images around like so to decide which ones you want to be displayed first. You'll also notice that the first three images that are circled in red these are the ones that are used in your printable itineraries, which you can generate from Wetu. So you can decide on the best images to use as the first 3, which will then be displayed on the printable itineraries. Okay, so if you want to view a bigger copy of the image, you just click on the little eye there to preview the image. Okay, if you click on the little pencil, so here you can actually put in a title of the image, the description, and a copyright if that is necessary, and you can save that information. And then if you want to remove the image, so let's say we want to remove this one because it's low res, we can just click on the little dustbin to remove it. Okay, you can also add images to your collection from the supplier images. So if we're happy with this image and we want to add it to our collection, we just click on the little up arrow. And as you can see, that then adds the image to your collection. So we can do that with whichever images we want from the supplier images. Okay, and then you can actually choose as well if you want to show your collection of images first and then the supplier images that you've not added to the collection. Or you can choose if you just want to show the images from your collection only and not use any of the supplier images if you're not happy with the supplier images at all. Okay, and then once you've made your changes and you're happy with the pictures and the images from the collection and the supplier images, what you can do is just click on Save. Okay, so that's saved. So now if we close here, okay, the Radisson Hotel, Blue Hotel Waterfront, we've customized the descriptions and we've customized the images. So let's see how that now shows up on the front end. So if we go back to the dashboard and go to the itinerary builder, we go to our existing personal itineraries. Here's the itinerary, and we click on Preview. Okay, so you can see the images have changed slightly for the Radisson Blue because we've updated our collection of images for that supplier. If we now enter the itinerary, okay, so if we go under accommodation, here is the updated description of the Radisson Blue which we had uploaded. Okay, here are the updated images. So these are the updated supplier images that we had uploaded for the Radisson Blue. As you can see, there's some of the images that we uploaded from our own computer. If we go under rooms, okay, there's the existing room types that were loaded. If we go under premium rooms, there's the updated description of the premium room type that we changed. And there's the junior suite, which is the new custom room type that we uploaded. Okay. And then activities and services, we've then got the Amani Spa, which is added as an activity with the information that we loaded. And if we go under restaurants, this is the updated information about the Tobago's restaurant, which we uploaded as well. Okay, so you can see how that then displays on the front end. Okay, so now once we've done that, now we can proceed with showing how the destination information is uploaded. So if we close that and go back to details. Okay, so this is all the information under the suppliers tab. Now we can do the same under the destinations tab. We go under destinations. Just wait for that to load. Okay, so under destinations, we've got our list of countries. So these are the countries that have been used in whichever itineraries we've currently built, and the same with the destinations. It just shows the destinations that have been used in the itineraries which have been built. If we wish to view all countries or all destinations in Wetu, we just click on the little block there, and that will show all the countries or all the destinations that are loaded onto Wetu. Even the ones that are included that are not included in any itineraries that we've built. Okay, so as you can see with the country information, you've got for example, with South Africa, you can see the country description. This information is loaded by Wetu, as it says there, it's original supplier description. So you can then make changes to this information yourself. You can add more information, take out information. Okay, and you can also translate it into the various languages. The health information, we don't enter any information in here because the information that's entered will differ according to where your guests are coming from. So we leave that blank for you to enter your own information. Safety as well, we also leave that blank for you to enter your own details. Electricity, we just enter general information here, which you can add to or you can take away from and translate into various languages as well. Same with currency. So this is just general info. Entry requirements, we leave that blank because of course that will differ depending on where your guests are coming from. Cuisine, that's also just standard info. Climate, standard info. And the same with transport, dress, and general. Okay, so general we also leave blank, and that you can enter some more information about the country if you wish to do so. So we can also upload images for the countries as well if we click on images. Okay, so here we've got the supplier images that have been loaded by Wetu for South Africa. If again, as I showed you with the supplier images, if you wish to add some of the supplier images to your own collection, you just click on the little up arrow to do so. Or you can also load images to your collection from your computer. You just click on add images, go to the correct folder, and you can then select which images you would like to upload, like so. So it pretty much works the same way as the normal supplier images. Okay, so if you want to view an image, preview it, you just click there. If you want to make changes to the title, description, or copyright information, like so, and if you want to remove it, you just click on the delete. Okay, what you can also do, as you can see for this country, in this case Tanzania, you can also upload a banner image. If you go under banner image, okay, so as it says here, this image will be displayed in your paper itinerary, virtual itinerary, and digital itinerary, so it's important to upload the images correctly. So this is the image that has been uploaded by Wetu, but it gives you instructions as to what size and what the dimensions of the images should be, and as it says, that the image displays on the various outputs of your itineraries. Okay. Right, then under destinations, you can also customize information about your destination. So if we wanted Cape Town as a destination, to customize the description, you just click on there. So this is the general information about Cape Town that has been uploaded by Wetu. You can then make changes to that information, add to it, subtract from it, or completely change it entirely and translate it into your various languages as well. Okay, more info. So if you've got more information about the destination that you'd like to upload onto Wetu, you can do so here. So we leave that blank for you. And if you would like to customize the images for the destination, you do the same thing. Click on custom images. And here it's exactly the same. You can load images from the supplier images that have been uploaded by Wetu. You can upload images from your own computer, and you can also upload a banner image. So exactly the same as with the country. Okay, so as you can see, whenever you've made changes, then a little green tick shows up to show where your changes have been made. Okay, and I've already shown everybody where the changes appear on the front end. Okay, so we're pretty much done for today. We're just going to go along with the questions. I'm just going to read through. So I've got a question from Tana. Is there a way to know if content was loaded by Wetu or the supplier? Ran into a problem with a client where Wetu had loaded content, but things had changed at the property and descriptions were out of date. I don't think there is a way to know if content is uploaded by Wetu or the supplier, unfortunately. We just see the date when the content was uploaded, but we cannot see whether it whether it has been done by Wetu or by the supplier. So Sandra, you've got a question. What about the original information from the supplier? They get lost forever when I change them. No, the information doesn't get lost forever from the original info from the supplier. If you would like to revert back to the original information from the supplier, then all you need to do is remove the supplier from your list of suppliers, and then that will remove all of the custom information, images and descriptions, etc. that you have loaded, and it will revert back to the standard information loaded from Wetu or from the supplier. Okay, Tana has another question. Can you add an image for a custom activity or room type? Unfortunately not at this stage. And Tana, your last question, can you load a video for a custom activity for a supplier? Unfortunately, that's also a no. Okay, so if you don't have any further questions, I think we're done for today. Thank you very much for attending today's webinar. And to those who were unable to attend, we will be recording the session and sending it through to you guys as a video. Okay, great, fantastic. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.